Okay, Shalom, Nation of Israel. This is Marshall coming at you with another video. We're going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rihah, Kadash, Barakatham, Akim. And we're going to give a double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well, teach well, helping me to grow in this truth as well. Shalom. And to all the brothers, the hopeful elect that's out there pushing this truth as well, helping me to grow. Shalom. And the Spirit has me to do a video today on glory in our iniquities and our sufferings, man. I have to learn the glory in those. So I'm gonna jump right into it and start out in 2 Corinthians. Let's go to 12, verse 9. Okay, this is 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Okay, most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Mashiach may rest upon me. That's pretty self-explanatory right there, I'm going to read it again. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in my weakness, So in my weaknesses, and in my infirmities and my thorns in my side and my the cross that I have to bear, his grace is sufficient for me. As long as I'm coming to him through prayer and reading and fasting and doing what's required of me, his grace is sufficient for me, And so then this goes on to say, most gladly, therefore, I would rather glory in my infirmities, and that's what I'm learning to do, glory in these infirmities, not trying to go off and try to, handle myself or do things the way I used to, glory in these infirmities, because that's when he just said, let me finish this, that the power of Mashiach may rest upon me. And that's what I need, Verse 10, therefore take pleasure in infirmities and reproach and in necessities and prosecution and distresses for Mashiach's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. I'm strong through Yahweh Shai. I am strong, you see. So that's where I'm at today. I'm new in this truth, man, and I've been I haven't been I've been falling, man, and this right here, this video is more so for myself, because this is what I have to start to do, glory in these things, I can't fix them, man. Only Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai can, and I have to come to him and rest on his shoulders, All right, so let me pull out another scripture here. Let's go, and even Paul gives an account of it in 2 Corinthians as well. I'm gonna go back to 11. Let's start at verse 23. Okay, 2 Corinthians 11, verse 23. Wait, hold on. That's not it. 13. Salakia, 13. Let's start at verse. Let me see. In verse 4. Wait, hold on. 11 and 23. No, right. Salakia. Bear with me. Yes, this is it. This is 2 Corinthians 11 and 23. Are they ministers of Mashiach? I speak as a fool. I am more in labor, more abundant in stripes, the whips above measure, in prison more frequent, and deaths often. Okay? So that says a mouthful right there, you know. Of the Jews, 5 times received a 40 stripes, save one. Thrice was I beaten with rods, once was I stoned, thrice was I suffered shipwreck, night and day. So Paul was going through it, man. You know, but he was resting on who? You know, he was resting in Yahweh Shai Mashiach. You know, he wasn't resting upon himself, trying to figure it out himself. You know, so he was going through it. A night and day have I been in the deep, and journeying often in perilous waters. Perilous is dangerous, and you might as well say dangerous waters, and perilous of robbers, and perilous of my own countrymen, and perilous of by the heathen, and perilous in the city, perilous in the wilderness, perilous in the sea, perilous among the false brethren. So from every angle, Paul was getting it, you know. But he still said, "Glory in my infirmities, man," you know. And that's what I'm learning to do, you know. Like I said, this video is more so for myself, you know, but hopefully it's edifying to somebody else that needs it, you know. But glory in these infirmities. Verse 27. And weariness and painfulness and watching often and hunger and thirst and fasting often, cold and nakedness, cold out there, man. You know, not having enough clothes, man. You know, but Yahweh Shai Mashiach, His grace was always sufficient for us. You know, for Him. You know, and myself, it has to be His grace is sufficient because He said so. You know, who is weak? I am not weak. Who is all offended? And I burn not. If I must need glory, I will glory in the things which concern my infirmities. Okay, so that was the things that I have to glory in. You know, my infirmities. You know, and I'm learning that today. I'm learning how to do that today. You know, let's go to James. I go to James. So like I don't got my glasses on. James. There we go. James. Let's go to 1. My brother counted all joy when fall into divers temptation. Okay, count it all joy when I'm being tempted. You know, when things is going on. You know, count that as joy, man. Verse 3. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Okay, so you know, be patient. You know, and endure, man. Endure what I have to endure today. You know. So let's go to I got some more scriptures to bring out here. I'm gonna make this video short. Let's go to Peter 1, 1 Peter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 7. No, I'm gonna start at verse 6. Wherein verse 6, 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 6, wherein ye greatly rejoice through now for a season, if needed be. Ye are in heaviness through manifold temptation, in heaviness and being tempted through manifold temptation. Verse 7, that the trial, okay, the test, trial is a test, the trial of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perishes, okay? So faith is more precious than gold that perishes, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Mashiach. So the trying of your faith, you know, that appearing of Mashiach, that's when the chariots, man, you know. So I have to endure, man. I have to endure with patience, man. You know. All right. So let's go to let's go to Corinthians. I'm gonna go to 2 Corinthians. in verse 4. Great is my boldness of speech towards you. Great is my glory of you. I am filled with comfort, and I am exceedingly joyful in all our tribulations. So, you know, this is the spirit that I gotta learn to be in, man. In the spirit of being glory in my infirmities, man, in my temptations, All right. Let's go back to I got 4. We started let's see. Started 9. No, I'm started 8. Okay. 2 Corinthians 4 verse 8. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. Troubled on every side, but not distressed, because we know that Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai is in the midst, man. Okay? We are perplexed, but not despaired. Prosecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. Okay? Got more on that. Always bearing about in the body and dying of the Lord Mashiach, that the life also of Yahweh Shai might be made manifested in my body. So those are sicknesses. The sicknesses that everybody has something. I have sicknesses. I have things going on with me. But Yahweh Shai Mashiach, that he may be manifested in my body. Okay. So let's go to. I think I can drop down. Okay, let's do 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light afflictions, which is but for a moment. Okay, but for a moment, the light affliction, but for a moment, because they pass, and he always gives us a way out, Okay, he always gives us a way out. I'm gonna start over. For our light afflictions, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. All right. So we have to endure, man. We have to endure. Let's go to pull out a couple more in Corinthians. Let's see here. Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 4. No, is it? My bad, lock is 7. I think it is. Chapter 7, verse 4. Great is my boldness of speech towards you. Great is my glory of you. I am filled with comfort and exceedingly joyful in all tribulations, man. In all tribulations. Okay? So it's, I have no more excuses, for my problems, making me go off. It's no more excuses. I'm supposed to glory in those issues that's in my life. So it's no more excuses, That's just for myself. No more excuses, man. Let's go to Romans 5, verse 3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also. See? Verse 3, let me start that again. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulations worketh patience. Verse 4, and patient experience hope. And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of Yahweh is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given unto us. Okay? When we are yet without strength, okay, in due time, Mashiach died for the ungodly. All right, that was it on that one. On that there, let's go over to Romans 8. 35. And I'm going to close with this one, Romans 8. And I'm going to start at 35. So I'm going to close with this. This is Romans 8 and 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? Shall tribulations, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword, as it is, verse 36, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We have to die daily. We are accounted as sheep to the slaughter. Nigh, and all these things, man. I'm gonna read 36 again, because as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. There's study things going on with us all day long. We always in some type of situations, okay? We are accounted as sheep to the slaughter. Nigh, verse 37, nigh, and all these things we are more than conquerors through him that love us. So I'm more than a conqueror when I'm abiding in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. When I'm the water Yahweh, Shai. When I'm Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai. When I'm thankful, man. When I'm giving him glory, man. When I'm praising him, man. When I'm fasting and praying, and I'm reading, and that's what, through my infirmities, through the thorns in my side, okay. For 38, for I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come. 39, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach. The water Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, he said nothing can separate us from him, man. So with that, man, I'm gonna say shalom, and to the next video.